My family only called me for money while I slaved myself abroad. So, I taught them what happens when the ATM stops working. You ever realize you're not a father but a credit card with a pulse? That was me to my family. Working construction in Dubai, breaking my back in 120-degree heat while my wife Sharon maxed out cards at Nordstrom, and my 3 kids couldn't even remember my birthday. But they never forgot payday. Sharon was something else. 42 years old, fake tan, fake nails, real addiction to spending money she didn't earn. Posted inspirational quotes about knowing your worth while buying her 5th designer bag that month. My kids, carbon copies of their mother's entitlement. Ashley, 19, dropped out of college twice, but never dropped her phone. Michael, 17, thought basketball highlights on TikTok counted as career preparation. Emma, 15, had a wardrobe worth more than some people's cars. I'd been in Dubai for 3 years, sending home 80% of everything I made. 6-day weeks, 12-hour shifts, living in a shared apartment that smelled like curry. But the money was good. Good enough that Sharon convinced me to keep extending the contract. Just 1 more year, honey. The kids need things. The kids needed things. Not wanted. Needed. Ashley needed a new car after crashing the first one while texting. Like Michael needed the latest iPhone after losing his in a pool. Like Emma needed therapy. Got Louis Vuitton instead. Know when I realized I was nothing but a wallet to them? Ashley's graduation. I flew 20 hours to surprise her. Spent $3 grand on tickets. She looked annoyed when I showed up. Dad, you're embarrassing me. My friends think it's weird you work overseas. Then asked if I brought her graduation gift, the cash one. The video calls were worse. Sharon would put me on speaker while doing her nails, half listening. The kids only unmuted when they needed something. Dad, can you send extra this month? Dad, everyone else has one. Dad, Mom says to ask you about the visa bill. Then came December. I'd injured my shoulder on site. Nothing major, but I needed surgery. Called Sharon to tell her I'd be coming home for recovery. She said, can't you do it there? The holidays are expensive. The holidays were expensive. Not, I miss you. Not, are you okay? The holidays were expensive. That's when I started planning. First, I opened new bank accounts that they didn't know about. Rerouted my overtime pay there. Kept sending the regular amount home. Let them think nothing changed. Meanwhile, I was stacking money like a doomsday prepper. Second, I started documenting everything. Every ignored message. Every money request. Every time they hung up when the transfer was confirmed. 3 months of evidence that I was nothing but Western Union with a wedding ring. Third, I got promoted. Site supervisor, a 30% raise. Didn't tell them. Why would I? They never asked about my work anyway. Fourth, I hired a lawyer. Quietly. The trap was set. I just needed them to walk into it. March rolled around. I told Sharon I was coming home for 2 weeks. She sent a list of things to bring back. Not, can't wait to see you. A shopping list. I said sure, no problem. I came home early, didn't tell them. Walked into my house at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Ashley was having a pool party with friends, talking about her loser dad who abandoned them to work abroad. Michael was in the garage, showing off his gaming setup to some girl, funded by my overtime. Emma was live streaming, complaining about how hard her life was. Sharon was at the mall, obviously. I sat in my own living room like a stranger. They didn't even notice me for an hour. When Ashley finally saw me, she said, Dad, why didn't you say you were coming? I have plans tonight. That's when I smiled and called the family meeting. They gathered around, annoyed at the interruption. I pulled out my laptop, showed them the presentation I'd made. Every transfer, every payment, every dollar sent over 3 years. $247,000. Congratulations, I said. You've successfully extracted $250,000 from me. But here's the thing. The contract's over. Sharon laughed. You'll extend like always. I pulled out the divorce papers. Actually, I quit 2 months ago. Been working on something else. Their faces changed. I've started a business here. It's doing well, but you won't see a penny of it. The house, it's in my name. Selling it. College funds, emptied them to pay my lawyer. Credit cards, canceled them an hour ago. Ashley screamed about her apartment. Michael threatened to never speak to me again. Emma cried about her friends knowing we're poor now. Sharon called me a bastard. Said I was abandoning my family. No, I said. I'm just done being your ATM. You want money? Try calling each other.